Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betkraft. Okay, today is another beautiful Saturday morning. We know many games are going on across the globe, and definitely we have a few of them that we usually selected, and we did so today. Selecting few games and made an in-depth analysis on this very few. Before bringing it forward for you. Okay. Today, in a short while, we'll be looking at in some of these matches, one after the other. But I want to use this opportunity to actually, ask those of us that are coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe to kindly, take our time to hit the subscription button so that you don't miss out daily games that will always be coming up on this channel every day. All right. That being said, we have to head to the business of the day. Without further ado, we'll be starting with the very first match, which is in the Japanese second division, where we have Shimzi Pulse coming up against Nagasaki. Okay, Varen Nagasaki, that's the away side. And looking at the home side, how they performed in the recent games. In the past 6, they've actually been able to achieve 4 victories and have lost 2 games in the past 6 recent encounters. And away side, on the other hand, have had just 2 draws from the past 6 games, but have lost 4 out of those 6 recent encounters. When you look at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you could see that the home side, Shimzu Pulse, is a side who have won 9 matches out of the past 10 home games that they played so far. Losing 1, which was actually the last home match they had. They lost it to Jubilo Iwata on that occasion by 1-0. But they have won 90% of the home matches that they played so far. And away side, on the other hand, Varen Nagasaki have actually been able to achieve 3 victories from away, 4 draws, as well as 3 losses in the past 10 away games that they had so far. When you put all that together, we know that the home side is actually expected to rise to the occasion. But the last time the both teams met saw Nagasaki playing from home, defeating Shimzu Pulse by 4-1. And last time Shimzu played from home, which was in July last year, they also were able to defeat Nagasaki by 3-1. So it is sort of a home affair in this very situation, and we will give it to the home side to pick up the spoils in this very one. It is Shimzu Pulse, the home side, to win out shortly. That's what we expect. Okay, that's about it, and we take that takes us to the next for today. It is in Swedish division North, Division 1 North, where we have Stockholm International coming up against the Örebro Syrianska. Okay, the home side, Stockholm International, have actually won 5 games in the past 6 recent encounters. They've also had 1 loss, and away side Syrianska have actually achieved 2 victories. They've had 2 losses as well as 2 draws in the past 6 recent games that they have so far. And when you look at how these 2 teams have performed from home and away perspective, Stockholm, the home side, have actually won 9 games in the past 10 home games that they have so far. And away side, on the other hand, Syrianska managing 3 wins, 2 draws, as well as 5 losses in the past 10 away games that they have so far. And the home side have actually won 90% of the home matches. That tells you how strong this team is, and we expect to see home dominance in this. Seeing that the last time they met, actually saw them playing out a 1-1 draw. On that occasion, Stockholm played from away, and in this very encounter, we will largely expect the home side to rise to the occasion. Seeing that the home games have actually always resulted to a win for the home side, and the last 8 home games that they played out so far, I've seen them winning all 8. All right, remember that 9 out of 10, so we do expect to see home win in this one. That's about extraordinary encounter. Okay, and that will take us to the next for the day, and which are going to be in Wales Feeders League, where we have Preston Town coming up against Lay Miners Welfare. And when you look at how these 2 teams have performed in recent times, you'll see that Preston have won just 1 game and have had 5 losses, and the away side, on the other hand, have won any single match in the past 6, but I've had 1 draw and I've lost 5 out of the past 6 recent games that they had. And when you look at how these 2 teams have performed from home and away perspective, you can see that Preston, the home side, have actually been able to achieve 3 victories from home. They've actually had 2 draws, but have lost 5 games in the past 10 home games that they had so far. But if you look closely, what I've mentioned is the fact that most of the matches that they played out so far have always resulted in a high score line. High scoring encounter, actually seeing them scoring goals above over 3.5, over 4.5, and over 2.5. So 8 times out of 10 have seen them scoring a lot of goals. and also their away side, minus welfare have actually, although we had 6 records of the away games that they've actually had two matches that have drawn, and also they have lost 4 in the past 6 away games that they had. So when you put all of this together, you see that we do expect goals appearing in this one, and it is a minimum of over 2.5. That's all for this very encounter. All right, and that takes us to the next, and there is also in Wales Premier League, where we have Pennybolt coming up against Caernarfon Town. All right, Pennybolt have won 4 games in the past 6. They've also had 2 draws. And the away side, Caernarfon Town have actually achieved just a single victory, 2 draws, as well as 3 losses in the past, 6 recent encounters. And when you look at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, you can as well see the home side Pennybolt have actually been able to manage 4 victories from home. They've actually had 3 draws, but they've lost 3 games as well in the past 10 home games that they had. And away side Caernarfon Town have actually had 2 victories from away, and I've seen 4 draws, and they've also lost 4 times in the past 10 away games that they have so far. All right, and looking at how they fared from head-to-head perspective, you can see that the last time they met, which was in May this year, saw Caernarfon Town playing from home on that occasion, defeating this side by 3 goals to 1. But prior to that, on November last year, we saw Pennybolt from away defeating Caernarfon Town by 4 goals to 2. And also, prior to that, also, Pennybolt played from home defeating Caernarfon Town by 3 goals to 2 and all that. So, and it shows that in this very tie, it has always been the home side that's always seen a victory. But we do expect to see in Pennybolt Town, winning in this very encounter plus over 1.5. So home win and over 1.5. That's what we expect in this very encounter. Okay, and that takes us to the next for the day. It is also in Wales Feeders League again. We have Holywell who will be up against Bangor. Okay, and Holywell have won 4 games in the past recent 6 games, and they've lost 2 out of those 6 games that they played out so far. Same for their away side, who have won 4 games from the past 6 and have also lost 2. And looking at the performances from home and away, you can see that Holywell is a team who have won every match they have played so far from home. They've won 100% of their home matches, 10 out of 10 in the last 10 home games that they have so far. And the away side Bangor have actually been able to manage 6 victories from away, but they've had 3 losses and 1 draw. And when you look at how they fared from head-to-head perspective, you can see that last time they met was in January this year. Holywell on that occasion defeating the Bangor by 2 goals to 1. Prior to that, we also saw Holywell from away beating this side by 4 goals to 1 once again. And that's to tell you that Holywell is a very good team, and they'll be looking to maintain their home run, and they won't be expecting anything less than a home win in this very one. So we do expect to see the home side rising to the occasion once again, and achieving victory for the home side. All right, home win. That's our body for that very encounter, and that will take us to the next, which happened to be the last for the day. It is actually in Bulgaria, second division, where we have Dunav 210 coming up against Stromska Slava. All right, when you look at the recent games on both sides, you can see that Dunav, the home side, have actually won 2 games. They've had 1 draw and they've lost 3 in the past recent 6 games they've had so far. And the away side, on the other hand, have won just one game in the past 6 games they had recent time, and they've also had 2 draws and have lost 3 out of the past recent 6 games that they had. And looking at how these two teams have performed from home and away perspective, Dunav 210 have actually been able to achieve 6 victories from home. They've had 3 draws, as well as they've had 4 draws as well. They've not lost any single match, and it tells you that playing from home, this side does very well, seeing that they've won 60% of their home games, drawing 40% of it, not losing any match in the past 10 home games that they have so far. And the away side, on the other hand, all right, Stromska Slava have actually been able to manage just a single victory in the past 10 away games, and have had 3 draws, but have lost 6 games in the past 10 away games that they have so far. That tells you they are playing from away. They're not the best side, when playing from away. And looking at how they fared from home and away, from head to head, actually, you could see that the last time they met, it was Stromska Slava playing from home on that occasion, who had the upper hand, winning this side by 2 goals to 0. But prior to that, we saw Dunap 2010 playing from home, winning by 1 goal to 0. So it is a home affair in this, and we do expect to see the home side, Dunab, who have actually won, 60% of the home matches, to rise to the occasion and actually, achieve a result in this very game. And it is a home win. That's our particular encounter, and that brings our predictions for you today on Betkraft to a conclusion. All right, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope your ticket goes green. Remember to also play it responsibly. It is only a football game. Anything can happen. All right. My advice also is to split the ticket and see how it goes. All right, tomorrow is another day, and we'll be coming up with our prediction. I will be also having a Sunday Millionaires games tomorrow. We usually do that once in a week and see how it goes. All right, I'll be expecting you, but until then, keep winning.